Alright guys, welcome back to the Paranormal Review, and today we have a video called First Ever Recorded Thermal Image of a Possible Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Genosqwa, or however you say that word at the end, I don't know. I'm assuming it's a location. Anyways, it's quite the long story. Basically, this guy was camping, and he says that he felt like something was watching him, so he pulled out his thermal camera and started to record. And on one of the nights, he recorded this footage, okay? And here's the part of the... We're not going to cover the whole footage because it's about 5 or 6 minutes long. 7, actually. And so we're just going to cover the important part. It's an interesting footage. The story is so long. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. I'll post the original link so you can read the story. But basically, he records this thing walking towards him on the thermal, and then it stops. And then he says that he knocked over some cans or something, and it startled it, and then it ran the opposite direction. Shortly afterwards, he heard a bunch of noises on the right to the left of him in the bushes, so he was kind of afraid, but he couldn't see them with the thermal imager, okay? And from what I can tell on this video, he doesn't even really try. I want to see that footage of him trying to get them on video, and apparently it was so dark that he couldn't see anything. So I'm guessing this thermal imaging camera has a screen that you can see what you're looking at. Otherwise, he wouldn't know where this thing was, right? So he says it was so dark like 10 times, which kind of makes it sound like he's setting it up a little bit. Like, it was so dark without having this thermal imaging, I wasn't able to see what I was doing. It was so dark that this creature must be very good at walking in the dark. It was so dark. I mean, over and over again, he says it was so dark. It was so dark. It was, I mean, it kind of almost makes it sound like he's trying to push his story a little bit too much. My other criticism is that with a thermal imaging camera, this could be anything. You can't see shirts, you can't see lines, really. All you see is this warm image because it's a thermal imaging camera. So this could be any person just out there in the forest, and we wouldn't even know. Whereas in other videos, you can see like the suit, or you can see the lines, you can see like the shirt flaps, you can see other things like the shoes or whatever. And in this video, all you see is the thermal image. So it's kind of hard to decipher, is it a person or is it a Sasquatch? It definitely is the same shape as a person, but then again, so are Sasquatches, apparently, or supposedly, right? Anyway, let's watch this short clip of this video, and we'll get to it. It is very interesting, you know? As you can see, it's back here, I'm kind of moving around a little bit. Now, in the story, it says it was walking towards him. So, I mean, is that it walking towards him kind of a thing? Or is it just kind of making movements behind a bush back there? I can't tell. It's hard to say. I have a couple of criticisms for this video as well, but I'll get to those when they show up. So, as you can see, there's that white. There it is, and then it's moving off to the right, okay? Let's just get back to that part real quick. It's kind of a long video, so it's right here where it starts to... I guess I just missed it again, didn't I? Well, as soon as it goes, oh no, it's still there. It's moving, it's moving. It's about 6:03, I think, when it moves. Right there, boom, moving. Okay, watch it one more time. Give it about 4 seconds. See, he's moving around, and then it's standing up, and then moving off to the right. So it kind of sounds like it's just like kneeling on the ground over there, and then it's just disappearing. Okay, so kneeling on the ground and then standing up and walking out this way. What he's saying is that it's walking towards him and then it runs off that way. But kind of when you see that one part, right before it stands up, it appears like it's like near the ground, and then it's standing up and running off to the right, or I guess it's left. And then for some reason, I don't know why, he pans over to the left and then comes back. It's almost as if, I don't know. The skeptic in me wants to say that he pans to the left because the creature is going to be in the open somewhere over here, and he doesn't want to have that much footage of it because it's more believable when you have less footage and there's less to like criticize. So that's my criticism. Or, I mean, as he says, there could be some creatures making some noise over there, so who really knows what the truth is. See, standing up, running off to the right, and then all of a sudden panning over to the left, and then quickly back over. Yeah, so if he's panning over to the left because there's noises, is that really enough time to investigate? He just pans over there for half a second and comes back. It almost makes it sound like he's going to run through this field right here and he doesn't want to catch it. Anyways, guys, until next time, please subscribe. Give me any footage, or let me know if you have any footage you want me to upload and review. And I'll talk to you guys next time.